We also have a here we go, because Liverpool have reached an agreement in principle, a verbal agreement, for HUGO Ekitike, the French striker. Agreement done for Ekitike for a deal that can touch 95 million euros. So the deal is 80 plus 10 with plus 5 complicated. This is the deal between Liverpool and Eintracht for HUGO Ekitike.
As Liverpool have confirmed the signing of HUGO Ekitike. Liverpool have dominated the transfer window, it seems, for the last 6 weeks. This Ekitike deal, I mean, what's 90 million in pounds? It's about 78 million pounds, isn't it? The reality is, he is expensive. Like, I don't know why he's expensive. I'm interested to see why. I'm certainly not going to be one of those idiot rival fans who starts going, haha, Liverpool have been robbed for 78 million or anything like that. And I certainly only question the fee based on very limited knowledge of what this player is. I mean, I've seen bits, but I'm never going to pretend that I've sat and watched loads of Eintracht Frankfurt games. Saw a little bit of them in the Europa League because I expected us to be playing them in the final, not Spurs. Spurs knocked them out. I wouldn't expect Liverpool to be spending over £75 million on a player unless he was going to be very good. It's a lot of money, but it's hard to gauge what the financial market is in this summer transfer window.
Liverpool have signed HUGO Ekitike. Here we go. If you look at his profile as a technical player, Liverpool haven't signed a Haaland type striker. They haven't signed a box type striker. What this HUGO Ekitike deal really tells us about Liverpool is they're looking for a facilitator. They're looking for a striker whose all-round game is really complete and is able to play in the wingers and able to link well with Florian Wirtz and allow Florian Wirtz the freedom to make forward runs, you know, playing Gakpo, playing Salah. It's telling us that Liverpool want a number 9 that's going to complement everybody around, that's going to make the team better. I am pretty jealous of the deal. I would quite like HUGO Ekitike at Manchester United. I mean, most strikers would be an improvement on Højlund, but HUGO Ekitike would be a very, very nice striker addition. And Man United did look at him, but unfortunately, despite him being a Manchester United fan, he did want Liverpool. For me, that price tag put me off a little bit, but HUGO Ekitike and Mbeumo and Cunha would have been the ideal front three at United. HUGO Ekitike for me would be a better signing than Sesko at Manchester United, a better signing than Nicholas Jackson, and a better signing than Watkins. Are the 3 strikers that Man United being linked to, and Dominic Calvert-Lewin. I am jealous. I am annoyed he's going to Liverpool. I'm annoyed at this transfer window. Like, I'm happy with Mbeumo. I'm happy with Cunha. But Ekitike, Wirtz, Frimpong, Kirkes, it's just annoying.
Listen, Liverpool, remember Klopp back in the day? Remember Klopp 2 or 3 years ago talking about how teams are spending money and we can't compete? Are you not really gonna do this gimmick of we're spending the Coutinho money? You spent 260 odd million, and if we really add the Mamadishvili money, we're looking at nearly 300 million spent this summer. Wow. You know, United get told we spend money. A lot of clubs spend money, but seems to be that, you know, Liverpool don't spend money. But this is serious ambition being shown by Liverpool and spending being shown by Liverpool. They really want to do this back-to-back, you know. 82 million, by the way, on HUGO Ekitike. Wow, this player for this price. Honestly, guys, Frankfurt are the biggest scammers in world football. I'm telling you now, this guy has scored 15 goals in 33 games. He scored 4 goals in the Europa League and he scored 3 goals in the Copa. So, and then he got assists. So he got 8 assists, you know. Nearly 30 GA last year in what, 30 odd games? 40 odd games, 45 games. HUGO Ekitike is a talented player. I'm not going to come on here and start saying he's not a talented player. He's definitely not worth the price.
Ekitike to Liverpool. You've broken my heart. Now, this is not as bad as it could have been, right, chat? Because we thought potentially Isak would go to Liverpool. And thankfully, Newcastle said, no, do not court my wife. Go speak to your girlfriend. And that's what this situation was. 2 men in a club eyeing up each other's misses. Maybe there was never really going to be an agreement between all parties. But I think both clubs have won in this scenario because Newcastle keep their best player and Liverpool are signing what is, in my opinion, a very talented forward. So for me, this is at least good news in that sense that we know that Ekitike at least maybe has to adapt, maybe has to settle in with the pace and the physicality of the Premier League, and hopefully those things slow him down. And thankfully we got someone in João Pedro who hopefully continues to be consistent in the way that he's playing and kicks on, so then you can just go bar for bar with these guys, and it's going to be a very fun season seeing all these very talented technical forwards that these clubs go into battle. But Ekitike is one of those footballers that Liverpool Football Club love. They don't like Benteke's. They don't do well with Andy Carrolls or Nunes, these stiff strikers. But Suarez, Diaz, Firmino, Ekitike, these gliders, these fluid forwards, interchanging between each other, into other positions. Oh, they love these guys.
Outline agreement between Liverpool and Frankfurt for the transfer of Ekitike. Big fee, by the way. 95 million euros? I think that's 82.3 million pounds. A little overpriced, I must say. 82.3 million. I don't know what the breakdown of this is. Last time I saw, it was 75. It was meant to be 70 plus 5. Then it went up to 80. HUGO Ekitike, very strong, very aggressive, loves to press as well. I think he's going to be nothing but a success. Of course, he's going to have to find a new partnership with his new teammate who come from the Bundesliga as well, Florian Wirtz. You know that man can adapt that little bit more quicker than the others, just thanks to Liverpool's team alone, right? I don't find Liverpool needing a striker that needs 20 to 25 goals. They've already got that through Salah. What Ekitike needs to bring really is just setting up people, holding up the ball really well, bringing in the likes of Wirtz, Gakpo, could be Rodrigo as well, since Luis Diaz might be going on the other way. People are going to have a high expectation considering his price tag, and fair enough, sure. But when you've already got a great core like Liverpool's, you know, when it comes to a young player, it's easy to slot in a youngster that can grow and thrive and reach the highest potential.